Welcome back to the Publisher Podcast. I'm your host, Michael D. Butler of Beyond Publishing in Dallas, Texas. At the Publisher Podcast, we say, launch your book. We dive deep for 7 minutes into one aspect of book publishing. Today, we're talking about leveraging your book to create a world-class brand. The best way to create a brand is to publish a book and be known as the expert on that topic. For example, the Publishing Institute says that writing a book boosts revenue 380% for consultants, 219% for public speakers, and a whopping 194% for real estate agents. And this portion of the Publisher Podcast is brought to you by my book bestseller status, where thousands of authors have learned how to write, publish, and go bestseller and get distribution at bestsellerstatus.com to grab your free copy now before you put a single word on the paper. That's going to save you a lot of time. It's going to save you a lot of heartache. If you've been writing your book for months or even years, this book will help get you past the goal line and get you finished. You know, if you're writing a book about real estate, if you're writing a book about finances, if you're writing a book about relationship or raising children, whatever the topic might be, the best way to become a recognized expert in your field is to write the book on the subject and to have hundreds and eventually thousands of websites backlinking to your website and your social media because you've written a book on that topic. Now, I'm going to tell you that my first book that I wrote was Single Dad Survival Guide. You know, and this is a great resource for single men. The problem was men don't read books. Now, this book still does very well around every Father's Day and Christmas because people buy this book as a gift book for dads that have gone recently through a divorce. But you know the mistake I made? I didn't put my face on the book. But I didn't really need to because I was sad. I was depressed at that time. And I made this book whimsical and fun on the cover because we're dealing with a tough topic. We wanted to keep it light and get men to buy it, okay? But you know what? The best way to brand yourself is to put your face on the cover of the book. It's like power at the table here. Charla Frost. This is the book she wish she had 30 years ago when, as a female law student, she graduated from law school. She knew about how to litigate, how to argue cases, how to take on tough jurors and judges, but she didn't know how to run a business from a financial aspect of a law school graduate. So that's what she does in her book, Power at the Table. Always, always, always put your face on the cover, like I've done here for my next book, The Speaker's Edge, turning your part-time passion into your full-time speaking career, speaking from stage. You want to brand yourself. Now, the argument I get from some authors when it comes to branding is they're new in the space. It's their first book to write, and they're like, I'm not an expert yet. Nobody knows me. And I say, exactly. That's exactly why we want to put your face on the cover. We want to brand you. We want to establish you as a credible resource, as a credible expert on your topic. In this case, my topic of public speaking. I've been training speakers for 30 years, and I thought it was time to finally write the book on that topic. So what topic are you going to be writing on? What have you been speaking on for the last 30 years? What workshops have you done? What are you invoicing your clients for now? What did you go to university for? Where are your most testimonials? Where is your low-hanging fruit? Now, granted, we're going to dive deep in future episodes of the podcast on how to monetize each chapter title, but I'm going to show you how to monetize the book and how to use your book as lead generation to capture leads and to bring in clients. Because you know what? If you're already charging clients and they're already paying you for this vertical, why not grab more clients? In other words, your book can sell to thousands and tens of thousands of people all over the world, not just in your area code and zip code. So becoming an expert, to truly be seen as the expert, think about the brand beyond the haircut. It's not what suit you wear. It's not how you do your hair. It's how you build the title and the subtitle and the way you launch your book. So we're going to talk more about branding in the future. We're going to dive deep because branding is not just linear. It's not just one-dimensional. It's three-dimensional. It goes very deep, from the words you say to your core values to your company's mission statement. Yes, it includes fashion. It includes the way you dress and the way you smile and what car you drive. It includes who you interview, what you comment on social media, what suit you wear, how you present yourself. All that's a part of your brand, but it goes much deeper than that. But I'm going to say, as we begin this brand experience with you around launching your book, go ahead and reach out to me. Get on my calendar at meetmichaeld.com. I'll give you a free 30-minute consult about your book. That's meetmichaeld.com. Let's do an appointment. Let's talk about what picture should be on the front cover of your book. I'll consult with you on your title, subtitle, and your chapter titles. We'll dive deep into, is there a market for your book? Are people looking for your book? How can you sell your book globally? And finally, check out our latest writing group at Write Book 60 Days. This course has been proven to help authors get their book 70% completed by the 8th week of this course at writebook60days.com. It'll help you if you've been stuck in the writing of your book, and it'll help you get across the goal line. You've been listening to the Publisher Podcast. I'm your host, Michael D. Butler, Beyond Publishing. Join our Facebook group. Leave your comments there, ask your questions, and let me know what you're writing this week. Tune in next time. Be sure to subscribe and share. Thank you so much.